Welcome to the Reine floor plan over at Viviendo by Hovnanian Homes here in Chandler off of McLean and Ocotillo. And we're going to be standing in the second model home of the three here. So the first room to check out is going to be the downstairs guest suite. And a lot of two-story homes have a downstairs guest suite. So this by itself is not anything too exceptional. However, it is outfitted nicely. A few things to point out. One, the trim work. So something that I've noticed in a lot of Arizona homes, and I think most people have, is that the trim work is very bland, very boring. These, I like the little accents on top. It's kind of like the top end of a board and batten wall, along with the window ledges in here. Very East Coast, more traditional coastal style than what you typically will see in an Arizona tract home. And of course, you do have this walk-in shower here along with actual tile. It is not cultured marble or the stupid fiberglass surrounds that everyone hates, including myself, because mine's yellow. Don't ask me about that. Nonetheless, I do like also that this room does not have carpet. It is all tile. And granted, that is a model home option. It is not a standard option, but it is a nice upgrade, certainly. So heading down this hallway over here on this little wing, we'll head to before we get to the rest of it. You've got a little entry bench here. Ooh, I like this, nice and cute. And along with a decent sized laundry room. If you wanted to, you probably could scoot the washer and dryer over slightly, add in a sink over there. But other than that, that's about it. I do like that it at least gets a window though. Garage over here, we can check out. Pretty standard 2-car garage, but it does come with the 8-foot doors. It also has the service door on the side as well to this side yard. But exiting out of the garage there, we've got this closet. And this closet actually contains a half bathroom. And honestly, before walking through this floor plan, it's a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath. Wasn't quite sure where that bath would fit. Nice little spot there underneath the stairs. This closet is just a closet. It's a coat closet, but over by the front door. Still nice to see. And as we head through here, no, not another closet quite yet, but over here we have the downstairs den area. And I love the way they staged this. Yes, the walls are darker, but with the landscaping outside and the way they did kind of more, once again, a traditional Pottery Barn style versus more contemporary, very pretty, very elegant. And this door goes to another closet. This one being more of the Harry Potter under the stair style. And I'm going to scoot under here to avoid hitting my head, but there's plenty of storage space to put holiday knickknacks, things like that. Just toss them in there. And before we head upstairs and get into that area, let's talk about this amazing living space. And why do I say it's amazing? First off, when's the last time you've seen vaulted ceilings in a new build? Probably 20, 30 years ago. This one's got it. And it's got it on the back patio, which we'll get to in a moment. But I love this kitchen with this wide quartz countertop island, the subway backsplash, staggered cabinetry. I also like that the microwave is not above the range, and they actually did a real nice looking range vent. Because usually you get the microwave above, or you get some metal one that looks kind of tacky and industrial. This one is very pretty, very elegant. Of course, you also have the farmhouse sink over here. You've got the trash bin pullouts right over here. Dishwasher on this side, plenty of drawers and cabinet space, and of course that wall oven and microwave fridge on the other side. And I do like in this living area, A, it's open, B, it's laid out a little differently than like a shotgun style, and it's not rooms off to the side. It's, you know, got the kitchen there and then dining on one side here, living on the other side there. I also love the faux beams. If it were me, I'd probably add a wood look, but to each their own. Something else that's great about this is the massive slider over here. It opens up in 3 sections, and while it's going to want to go off here in a moment, you can see how large this is. And this model is optioned with a pool. And while these backyards aren't super massive, admittedly, with the exception of a couple of the pie-shaped lots that they do have in the neighborhood, I do like that they did set this up with a pretty good-sized pool to give you the idea that you can actually get a pool back here, since that is a concern for a lot of people with these lot sizes. They're not super wide. They are more long, but this one has a nice pool. I like that it has the Baja shelf as well. Obviously, the sheer descents and the fountain in the middle, and even a little bit of turf area on the side here. And it does get overlooked by the primary suite, which we'll get to in just a moment if we head back inside. All right, so now that we're back inside, we're gonna head into the primary suite here. And this primary suite is downstairs. So what I love about 2-story plans when you can find them, which is rare, is that when you get a downstairs guest suite, den, and primary suite. So heading into this primary suite, same things that I kind of talked about before with that guest suite. I love the trim on the windows there and actually having different designs than what you typically see. This one, I love the blue and coastal looks too. Very similar to what I have in my own home, so it feels a little bit like home. Love the tray ceiling with the crown molding inlay in there as well. Chandelier is a nice touch. Personally, the style is kind of a to each their own, but nonetheless, love the layout. And as you head into the bathroom here, you do have 2 sinks, admittedly a little bit of space if you wanted to add a makeup vanity in. You do have the free floating tub over here with the separate sprayer, along with a walk-in shower Couple things I like about this walk-in shower, you do get the Reine and the handheld shower head you can use as above if you're not super tall. And it's also a no step. So if you don't want to slip and break your ass like myself in my own shower, this allows you to do that and be safe. As we close the shower door up here and head into the rest of the bathroom, toilet over there, nothing much to talk about, but very nice size walk-in closet, especially for this blueprint of home. You've got your little shoe hat shelf here, plenty of rod space and shelf space. And heading out of here, we're gonna touch one other quick area before we get into the upstairs. So as we go around to the kitchen area out of the primary suite, we're gonna take a look at this little desk nook area. And this isn't admittedly another full home office, but theoretically, you could have 2 downstairs offices on this plan, along with the primary suite and the guest suite. It's got its own little window, and over here is going to be the kitchen's pantry. It's not technically a walk-in. I mean, sure, I could walk in and have a hard time staying in here if I have claustrophobia, but plenty of shelf space. So as we leave here and head upstairs, I will talk a little bit about the community here. It's going to be a 76 home site neighborhood. At the time of filming, they've sold about a third of those lots currently. And these models just opened up in the past few weeks. So we're one of the first few to come out and check these out. And they do have several spec homes available with different incentives and closings as early as November 2025. But heading up these stairs, they are finished in hardwood. I do love doing that, since when you get carpet on the stairs, as I'm sure many people know, with the traffic, it wears a lot easier. So it is a very elegant look. And I like that they match the top of the banister with the wood stain here as well. Into the loft area here, is it a massive loft that's insane? No. Is it nice still? Absolutely. And as you could sit back and relax here and enjoy the space, you realize this is actually a really nice home for the money, especially for the location. You're within a mile to Target, Trader Joe's, and so much more here in the South Chandler corridor. Getting up from the couch though, back to my job here, we're going to take a look at these guest bedrooms before we head out to a couple of these other model homes in the community. In this guest bedroom here at the front of the home, it's actually a pretty good size. I do also like that it has a walk-in closet and the same continuation of the trim that I was talking about before. Heading into guest bedroom number 2 upstairs. So remember, this house is a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, about 2,854 square feet. Another walk-in closet over there in a pretty good sized space. And we go to guest bedroom number 3. Can you have any guesses of what that will look like? And before we go there, water heater. Heading into guest bedroom number 3, your guesses were correct. Another good sized bedroom with another nice sized walk-in closet here. And heading into this guest bathroom is nicely outfitted with the same subway tile that you'll see elsewhere in the home in the showers, along with dual sinks and quartz countertops. But if you're interested in the Reine floor plan or any of their homes here in Viviendo, drop Reine in the comments below, and I look forward to helping on your home buying journey.